Let's meet the swimmers in Heat 1 of the women's 800 freestyle. In lane 1 from Scarlet Aquatics, Chloe Kim. In 2 from the Edmonton Keano Swim Club, Emma Finland. In 3 representing the Sarasota Sharks, Michaela Matties. In 4 from the Gators Swim Club, Katie Ledecky. In 5 representing Long Island Aquatic Club, Kevin Gormson. In 6 from UCLA, Katrina Bellio. In 7 from the Brazil swimming team, Beatrice Dezotti. And in 8 swimming unattached, Caroline Pennington. First heat underway in this timed final 800 freestyle. There will be 3 total heats of the women's 800 freestyle, 4 of the men being contested here this evening. Katie Ledecky in lane 4 currently holds the world record, the American record, the U.S. Open record, the U.S. Open meet record, and the world junior record in this event. Earlier this month at the World Cup circuit, she broke the world record in the 800 and 1500 meter freestyle short course, and she's out in 58:24. Swimmers here in heat number 1 trying to post a time. They'll stand up through the remaining heats of this time final event. And well in front at the 200 wall will be Ledecky, turning here in a split time of 2:00.12. Currently in second spot will be lane number 5, Kevin Gormson, at 2:07.37. But a 1:01.8 on that last 100 for Ledecky. That race for second and third between lanes 5 and 3. 5 being Kevin Gormson, and 3 is Michaela Matties of Sarasota Sharks. They both came in entered within a 1/10 of a second of each other at 8:35 point. Trying to improve on those entry times here this evening. U.S. Open meet record in this event set in 2021 by Katie Ledecky, 8:12.81. U.S. Open record in 8:06.68 from 2016. And she turns there at the 400 and 4:04.25. Strong first half for Ledecky. The world and American record in this event set in 2016 at the Rio Olympic Games in 8:04.79. .300 to go off this turn for your leader. Ledecky turning at 500 with a split time of 5:06.67. A 31.19 on that last 50 for Ledecky as the race between Mattis and lane 3 and Gormson in 5 still right together, only a couple tenths between them. Beatriz Dizzotti of Brazil trying to keep pace from lane 7. .200 to go for Ledecky as she will turn. Split time of 6:09.21. That U.S. Open meet record from last year, 8:12.81. Michaela Mattis and Kevin Gormson now tied right there together at second spot, but Ledecky approaching the final turn of the start finish end. This will be the bell lap at 700. Two lengths of the pool remain for Katie Ledecky in the women's 800 freestyle. Going to be a good race for second and third spot, though, in this opening heat. Reminder, there are still 2 heats remaining. All times will be ranked prior to the official results being posted. Now 50 to go for Katie Ledecky. Final 15 for your leader as Katie Ledecky moves to the finish in this 800 freestyle. And she will touch with a final time of 8:13.90 to win Heat 1 of the women's 800 freestyle. Good close race down to the final wall. Second will be Michaela Mattis at 8:37.89 ahead of Kevin Gormson at 8:38.15. In Brazil, Guilherme Costa. In 5, North Carolina State University, Will Gallant. In 6, also from North Carolina State University, James Plague. Lane 7, University of Florida, Eric Brown. And in lane 8, from Long Island Aquatic Club, Sean Green. Four total heats being contested in this men's 800 freestyle. This is heat number 1. Top entry is Guilherme Costa, Brazil, 7:45.48. He's the early leader as they head to turn at the 200. It'll be Costa in lane number 4, turning in 1:56.10, 0.2 of a second ahead of Alfonso Mestre of the University of Florida. Alfonso Mestre into the lead, just ahead of Costa now by 0.2. Third place is currently in lane number 2 from Brazil, is Steven Stevernik. Stevernik comes in, entered at 7:57.70 to Costa at 7:45.48. Costa back in front by 2/100ths of a second. He was a bronze medalist last summer at the World Championships in Budapest in the 400 freestyle. 300 to go. Guilherme Costa of Brazil starting to try to pull away from Alfonso Mestre, but it's still right together, less than a tenth between our top two. Mestre represents Venezuela internationally and competed for Venezuela at the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games, where Costa represented Brazil. .200 meters remaining at 5:56.33. Almost a half second now for Costa as Mestre tries to fight back. Currently in third and still third spot is lane number 3 from Brazil, Steven Steverink. It's going to be a great finish over the final 100 between Guilherme Costa in lane number 4 and Alfonso Mestre in 3. Receiving the bell laps right together. We'll see who has the legs on this final 100 as Mestre is hung tight with Costa. Right together in the final turn. 3/10 between Costa and Mestre now as they race for home in this 800 freestyle. Strong final 50 from Guilherme Costa pulling away as they head to the wall in the top time here in heat number 1. Guilherme Costa, 7:54.10, ahead of Alfonso Mestre at 7:54.80, and third at 8:01.08, Steven Steverink of Brazil. Introducing your swimmers now in heat 2 of the women's 800 freestyle. In lane 1, swimming unattached, Emma Wyant. In 2, Brazil, Maria Paula Heitman. In 3, University of Tennessee, Ali Breslin. In lane 4, representing Scarlet Aquatics, Kate Hurst. In 5, Rockville Montgomery, Madison Smith. In 6, Notre Dame, Sofia Caras. In 7, from TSM Aquatics, Matea Sokolo. And in lane 8 from North Carolina State University, Brooke Travis. Final reminder, coaches, the scratch box for tomorrow's events will close at 6:30. Final call for scratches for tomorrow. It will close at 6:30. Emma Wyant in lane 1 in front. She comes in and entry with a yards time, hence being here in our second heat of the women's 800 freestyle. Wyant, the Olympic silver medalist in the 400 individual medley from Tokyo last year. She was also a bronze medalist in the World Championships this past summer in Budapest in that same 400 IM. .4:16.67. Emma Wyant leads the way at the halfway turn, 400 in. Allie Breslin currently in second ahead of Kate Hurst. Wyant now approaching the 500, turning at 4:49.50. Allie Breslin and Kate Hurst still second and third, turning at 4:56s. .300 to go now for Wyant at 5:22.46. So in the opening heat, Katie Ledecky went an 8:13.90. That ranked her just outside the top 25 performances of all time, which she owns all of them. Second in the heat was Maddie's at 8:37.89, which is what Emma Wyant's trying to chase down here in heat number 2. Turning at 6:29.01, now 200 to go. $7:35.80 now into the final 100. Breslin still trying to hold off Kate Hurst. Race for second and third tightening up here into the final 30 meters, but it's Emma Wyant on the outside who's going to post the fastest time here in heat 2. And touching the wall, final time for Emma Wyant at 8:41.16, winning heat number 2. Second will go to Kate Hurst at 8:47.33, just ahead of Allie Breslin at 8:47.72. Following two teams, please check in for the relays tomorrow. University of Arkansas and Nation's Capital. Please check in right away at the clerk of course. Introducing your swimmers now in heat 2 of the men's 800 freestyle. Lane 1 from Germantown Academy, Jay Freeman. In lane 2, University of Tennessee, Griffin Hadley. In 3, also University of Tennessee, Jake Narvid. In 4, swimming unattached, Cedric Bussing. In 5, Bluefish Swim Club, Josh Parent. In 6, Texas Gold Swimming, Bucky Geddes. Lane 7, Brazil Swim Team, Pedro Farias. And in lane 8 from Scarlet Aquatics, Sadadine Sadadine. Pedro Farias of Brazil in front from lane 7, turning here at the 200 mark, 157.90. Jake Narvid currently in second spot ahead of Josh Parent. Two swimmers in heat number 1 were under the 8-minute mark, 7:54.10, the fastest time by Guilherme Costa of Brazil. Pedro Farias of Brazil in front from lane 7 here, approaching the halfway point at 400 meters. And Farias will turn in a time of 3:59.39, leading the way ahead of Josh Parent at 4:02.58. .300 to go now for Pedro Farias, 5:00.54. Splits a 30.49 on that last 50 to continue his lead. Josh Parent, 5:04.52, a 30.99. So Farias picking up half a second on that past 50. .200 to go now for Farias. Farias has entered a time of 8:15.73. The race is for second and third with Farias well in front now. 100 to go off this next wall. Turning here in a 7:02.88. Josh Perrin still second, Jake Narvid in third. Heading to the finish, Pedro Farias of Brazil. Gonna have a huge drop on his entry time. He's entered in an 8:15.73. And Farias is gonna touch the wall, final time of 8:02.12. That's fourth overall right now in the men's 800 freestyle. Second, Josh Perrin, 8:09.41. And Jake Narvid at 8:10.99. Introducing your swimmers now in Heat 3 of the women's 800 freestyle. Lane 3, Sarasota Sharks, Bailey O'Regan. In 4, University of Tennessee, Kate McCarville. In 5, Queen's University of Charlotte, Sophie Lang. And in 6, Swim Ireland, Grace Hodgins. Leading the way at the 200, a 2:10.48, Kate McCarville from the University of Tennessee. She comes in entered with a yards time of 8:49.72. McCarville still leads at 3:17.38, just ahead of Bailey O'Regan in lane number 3 of the Sarasota Sharks. .300 to go for Kate McCarville, 5:31.77, ahead of Bailey O'Regan in third. Now is Grace Hodgins of Ireland in lane 6. Grace Hodgins has picked up the pace over the last couple of 50s, trying to reel in Kate McCarville. And they're going to turn together. It might be Hodgins slightly in front with 2 lengths remaining. And it is Hodgins now in the lead by 6/100ths. Kate McCarville trying to fight back from lane 4. Hodgins now still in front. 7/10 ahead of Kate McCarville. And a strong finish as well by Bailey O'Regan. But it'll be Grace Hodgins touching first at 8:51.42. That's good for the 12th fastest time so far. Second was Kate McCarville, and third Bailey O'Regan in Heat 3 of the women's 800 free. Introducing the swimmers now in Heat 3 of the men's 800 freestyle. Lane 1, Nation's Capital, Bryce Rohrer. Lane 2, Dynamo Swim Club, Connor Lamastra. In 3, Swim Mac Carolina, Alex Ayers. In 4, Swim Mac Carolina, Freddie Klein. Lane 5, Boulder City, Henderson Heat, Zane Grothy. In 6, Louisiana State University, Stuart Higdon. And lane 7 from Scarlet Aquatics, Stephen Biteratis. Freddie Klein leads the way ahead of Zane Grothy at the 200 mark. There's one more heat remaining after the heat in the water. There'll be 4 heats of the men's 800 freestyle contested here tonight. Zane Grothe in front now, 3:31.09 ahead of Freddie Klein at 3:32.72. .401.71 for Grothe at the halfway 400 turn. .200 to go for Zane Grothe in lane number 5. 6:04.49, currently second. Freddie Klein next to him in lane number 4. Two laps to go for Zane Grothe, turning here at 7:05.18. If he can bring it home under a minute, he's going to be right in that 5th place spot. Eric Brown currently at 8:04.47. And the winning time in the heat will be Zane Grothe, 8:02.95. That'll rank him in 5th place overall in the 800 freestyle, 8:02.95. Coming in to touch second will be lane number 2, Connor Lamastra at 8:18.62. And third in the heat, 8:20.63, Freddie Klein in lane 4. Final heat now in the men's 800 freestyle. Lane number 3 from TSM Aquatics, Ivan Puskovich. In 4, Queen's University of Charlotte, Aiden Henry. And in lane 5, Duke University, Brendan Driscoll. This is the final heat of our 800 freestyles. We will have one heat of the 800 freestyle relay following this. Guilherme Costa of Brazil still with the fastest time, the men's 800 at 7:54.10. Lane number 3, 3:02.51 for Ivan Puskovich. Comes in enter with a 1500 freestyle yards time, hence being in this final heat of the men's 800 freestyle. 5:05:79, 300 to go for Puskovich. Brendan Driscoll's going to come in here from Duke and turn second at the 500 wall. As Driscoll splits a 5:17.91, Aiden Henry at 5:19.78 is third. Two lengths of the pool remain for Ivan Puskovich in lane number 3 as he'll turn here at 700 meters. Split time of 7:08.69. Top time for Puskovich at 8:08.19. That'll rank him 7th overall, 1/100th ahead. Will Gallant, who was at 8:08.20. Aiden Henry in 4, Brendan Driscoll in 5 will come in and touch next. It'll be Henry at 8:29.36 ahead of Driscoll at 8:29.95. That concludes our 800 freestyle. We will stick to our timeline for the relay event, which will start at 7:15. 7:15 start time for the relay, which will be in about 7 minutes' time. Just for the information of swimmers and coaches, the competition pool is currently not open for a warm-up, warm-down. Please use the warm-up pool. Competition pool is not open for a warm-up, warm-down. We're starting our relays in about 1 minute. 1 minute to start of relays. Our final event of the night here on day number 1 of the 2022 Toyota US Open Championships is the 4x200 freestyle relay combined men's and women's. Women's 4x200 freestyle relay. Lane 3 is Cougar Aquatics. Lane 5 is our men's 4x200 freestyle relay. Swim Mac Carolina and New South Wales swimming in 6. (148.61), James Cock from New South Wales swimming. Fastest split on the first leg. Alex Ayers 157.02. (207.14) for Noelle Harvey of Cougar Aquatics in lane 3. Final exchange coming up for New South Wales swimming in lane number 6. Thomas Hayes swimming the 3rd leg. And we'll touch the wall here, split time of 5:32.13. Gabriel Gorgas in the water now for New South Wales in lane number 6. Swim Mac Carolina has Granger Barty Handing over to Norvin Klontz III. Cougar Aquatics, Kristen DeGood over to Angela DiPaolo. Final swimmer in the water now for the women's 4x200 freestyle relay. We will be doing a medal presentation for the 4x200 freestyle relay, so we need all of the swimmers after this race to report to the medal marshalling area over by the podium. New South Wales touching 7:22:51. Second will be Swim Mac Carolina at 7:39:90. Cougar Aquatics, Angela DiPaolo coming in to touch the wall first in the women's 4x200 freestyle relay. And Cougar Aquatics' final time was 8:25:21. We'll ask our teams to report to the awards podium area, as we will present awards now for that 4x200 freestyle relay. We'll be presenting the awards now for the women's 800 freestyle relay. Presenting the awards will be Clark Hammond, meet referee for these 2022 U.S. Open Championships. And your gold medalists in the women's 4x200 freestyle relay, Angela DiPaolo, Dori Hathasi, Kristen DeGood, and Noelle Harvey, Cougar Aquatics. Congratulations, swimmers. We'll now present the awards to the men's 4x200 freestyle relay. Once again, to present the awards, our meet director, Clark Hammond. In second place, Alex Ayers, Caleb Mandari, Jack Haywood, Norman Klontz III, Swim Mac, Carolina. And your U.S. Open champions, James Koch, Gabriel Gargas, Thomas Hay, Ryan Wilkes, New South Wales Swimming. Congratulations, swimmers. That concludes our session here on day number 1 of the 2022 Toyota U.S. Open Championships. Thank you for joining us here at the Greensboro Aquatic Center. We hope you have a great evening in the Greensboro area. We'll see you back here tomorrow for day number 2. Our heat session tomorrow beginning at 9 a.m. Finals will start tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow.